Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video for Genshin Impact. My name is VinusSGN. In this Genshin guide video, I'm going to show you how to equip your Noelle for main DPS, allowing her to deal massive amounts of damage, and what team I personally use for her to make her as strong as she possibly can be. Now, if you're new here, please sub to this channel for Genshin Impact and other gaming content. I'd really appreciate it, and once this video is over, why don't you head on over to my channel and browse around and see if you can't find something else you might need or want to take a look at. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start it off first with Noelle, and the weapon of choice that I have for her is going to be the Serpent Spine, and I choose the Serpent Spine because it has that extra crit rate stat. Now, the Serpent Spine is going to be the Battle Pass sword, so if you want this, just get the Battle Pass and you can get this weapon. Now, obviously, there are other better choices for her. Maybe we have the Wolf's Gravestone, which is probably going to be the strongest sword that I have, and it's always going to produce good numbers. And then you've got the White Blind. Now, a lot of people will argue that the White Blind is actually her sword because of that defense stat, and a lot of Noelle's talents really base off of her defense. But we'll see some different numbers, and you can be the judge and decide for yourself which of these swords is going to be the best for her. Now, the artifact set that I run with is going to be just a 4-piece Husk of the Opulent Dreams. 4-piece Husk of the Opulent Dreams. Now, the thing that you want to look for here is I've got a Geo or Defense Cup. Now, later on in the video, I'm going to show you what she looks like with a Geo Damage Cup. But a lot of her stats, like I said, really base off of her defense. And they say on paper that she should hit harder with a higher defense stat, but again, I'll let you be the judge and you can tell which hits harder. Now, I've got her with the Opulent Dreams Defense Cup because that's what the game gave me so far. I haven't got a Geo Damage Cup. For the Sands, we've got a Defense Sands that pushes her defense even higher. And then for the Circlet, I've got her with a Crit Rate Circlet. Now, I did try her with a Defense Circlet, and it was okay, not the best, all right? And then the other stuff right here, I've got this flower. It's got Crit Rate and Crit Damage. It's not with the Opulent Husk set. And then this feather, it's got Crit Rate, Crit Damage on that as well. The constellations that I have for my Noelle are basically all of them, and her talents are going to be at 9, 8, and 12. Now, talking about her talents and defense, she's got she's got Devotion is what I want to tell you about. When Noelle is in the party but not on the field, this ability triggers automatically when your active character's HP falls below 30%. Creates a shield for your active character that lasts for 20 seconds and absorbs damage equal to 400% of Noelle's defense. So again, they want you to pump her defense up really high so she can basically tank and deal more damage and be more defensive. The shield has 150% damage absorption effectiveness against all elemental and physical damage. And then her elemental burst, the sweeping time, gathering the strength of stone around her weapon, Noelle strikes the opponent surrounding her with a large AoE, that's area of effect, dealing Geo damage. Afterwards, Noelle gains the following effects: larger AoE attack, converts attack damage to Geo damage that cannot be overridden by any other elemental infusion, and then increased attack that scales based on her defense. So they really want you to pump her defense up, and right now with the stats and the artifacts that I have her at, her defense is looking at 2,287. Like I said, I pumped her defense to about 3,000. Didn't see much of a difference, but you'll see that a little bit later on in the video. Next up on this team, we have Bennett, of course. With Bennett, the weapon we have on him is going to be the Skyward Blade. I finally got that thing powered up to level 80. I like Skyward Blade on Bennett because it has that energy recharge. Artifact set we have on him is just going to be a simple 4-piece Noblest set, 2-piece set bonus, Elemental Burst damage plus 20%. The 4-piece set bonus using Elemental Burst increases all party members' attack by 20% for 12 seconds. This effect cannot stack with more Noblest sets, so that's what we got there. And then we have the Albedo. Now, with Albedo, I got him with the Cinnabar Spindle. It's at level 90 for his weapon. Artifacts that we have on him is nothing special, just a 2-piece Geo damage, 2-piece Arcade Petra with that 50% Geo damage bonus, and then we've got 2-piece Noblest Elemental Burst, 20% extra damage there. Now, what's cool about Albedo is that he has a special talent. The using Rite of Progeniture, this is something nature. Using Rite of Progeniture Tectonic Tide increases the elemental mastery of nearby party members by 125 for 10 seconds. So whenever he uses his ultimate attack, everybody else gets a little bit stronger, basically is what that means. And then finally rounding out this team, we have the God of Geo, Zhongli. The weapon I have on him is going to be the Vortex Vanquisher. That is going to be his weapon, and he has Golden Majesty on that. Increases shield strength by 20%, scoring hits on opponent, increases attack by 4% for 8 seconds, max 5 stacks, can only occur every 0.3 seconds while protected by a shield. This attack increase effect is increased by 100%, so that's the reason why I peeped the Vortex Vanquisher on him. It's amazing in his hands. The artifact set I have on him is going to be the Tenacity of the Milliliter. This is why I am going to keep this set on him, because it's literally his set. It says the 2-piece set increases HP by 20%. And then the 4-piece set, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all nearby party members is increased by 20%, and their shield strength is increased by 30% for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds. This effect can still be triggered even when the character who is using this artifact set is not on the field. So basically just using elemental skill with Zhongli is going to increase the attack of all party members, and so Noelle definitely benefits from that attack. Now, if you want to get your very own set of Husk artifacts, you'll need to head to Inazuma and navigate your way to the Seirai Island and take on the Domain of Blessing Necropolis. For certainty, when farming for pieces, you'll want to look for a defense sands and a geo or defense damage cup. A crit rate circlet would be ideal, but I think you'd be alright if you got a defense circlet instead. I actually tried a defense circlet on Noelle with the 4-piece Husk set and didn't see much of a difference in damage, but I personally feel much better with a crit rate helm with crit damage substat. Okay, so here's the testing portion of the video. I'm gonna make it as short and sweet as possible. First up is gonna be the defense cup with all weapons, starting with the Serpent Spine, and then onto the Wipe Line, and then finally the Wolf's Gravestone.
Coming to be! Witness my great undertaking!
Teamwork is strict! Time to clean up! Steady as stone!
Stabilize! Live! Feel this ancient power!
Everybody stand as a dutiful maid would. Someone needs to... Leave it over to me.
Witness my great undertaking!
Everybody stand as a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone.
Next, now we take a look at the full Husk set with the Geo damage cup instead this time, and the same 3 swords, starting with the White Line first, and then the Serpent Spine, and then finally onto the Wolf's Gravestone.
Solidify! Burst forth! Feel this ancient power!
Going in! As a good knight should. Steady as stone.
Moments of burst!
Time to clean up!
Feel this ancient power!
Teamwork is strict! As a dutiful maid would.
Feel this ancient power!
Everybody stand as a dutiful maid would. I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Alright, I hope this video was able to help you get a better understanding of how to make Noelle hit harder as a main DPS. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. For more Genshin Impact videos, check out my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.